Hey guys, welcome to another episode of World of Figures and Gaming. And yes, I have just one question, YouTube. Are you ready? No, YouTube, I said, are you ready? Maybe it's just because I'm deaf and I can't hear anything, so... Oh well, never mind. So yes, today we are looking at the WWE Retro 4-pack of Generation X. I have had I've had these figures for absolutely ages. I just not got round to doing the video, so I thought I saw it on my desk and I thought I better get that one done, aren't I? So yes, we have the Generation X 4-pack. These were Ringside Exclusives. I managed to get mine from... I think it was Rock and Roll Collectibles. I can't remember where I got them from. That's how long it's been. That's how long they've been sat in here. So, yes, I got the 4-pack from someone, from somewhere. I pre-ordered them and I got them. So, first out of the box, we have the New Age Outlaws. Yes, I realise I didn't show that on camera. And then we have, obviously, Triple H and Chyna. I'm just going to plunk the box up here for now while we talk about these figures. So, Chyna and Triple H. But first, we have the New Age Outlaws, Dogg and Billy Gunn. So, one thing that really confuses me, and I don't know whether it's just something to do with a deal that Billy Gunn's got with AEW and stuff, or whether he's even with them anymore. I haven't watched AEW in absolute yonks. So I haven't got a clue, really, much of who is still there, except for if they turn up on WWE. Like Ethan Page. I did not realise that he was anywhere near when his contract ended with AEW. And I was very, very surprised when he turned up on NXT and attacked Trick Williams. I was like, what? Where the bloody hell's he come from? I was like, wow. Something that I was not expecting, especially in the today's wrestling. I hadn't even seen anything on the internet about his contract coming up, so I suppose I kept myself spoiler free on that in that respect. Oh, good, sorry. Oh god. Oh, that was a bit. So, as always, Mattel ruined my day by putting the retros into the just slide out cases. I love being able to just rip them open. But so first, we're going to have a look at Road Dogg Jesse James up close and personal. So, Road Dogg. First thing I noticed is that pineapple on his head. I mean, I know he had like his dreadlock things and everything, but I don't ever remember him looking like a pineapple. In all honesty, when you look at that figure, it reminds me a little bit of oh, what's his name? What's his bloody name? He reminds me of I can't remember his name. I really can't remember his name, but he's on NXT. That's all I know. But yes, we got Road Dogg Jesse James, and that's who he reminds me of with that pineapple hairdo. So taking a look at a bit more detail, you got the Road Dogg design on his t-shirt. I think that was one of his first designs as solo, without having just Degeneration X on it. And then obviously you got Road on one side. Oh no, it's Road on both sides. I thought you had Road and Dog on the different sides, but it's just Road on each. And then on the rear, he's got RD for Road Dogg. So yeah, quite a good figure. The only thing that confuses me is why he's a jumper. A bit of an odd choosing of action, if you ask me, for Road Dogg. He wasn't exactly a high flyer or anything. So we'll put Road Dogg on the carousel at the back of Chyna and Triple H until I get to them. So next we now move on to Billy Gunn. Now, one thing before I actually go on to Billy Gunn. It's actually not as noticeable now in person. But when I very first saw this box, the Billy Gunn face actually looked really cartoony. But when you actually see it up close and personal, it's actually not as cartoony as it first looks. But I did think it looked quite cartoony compared to the rest. Now, whether that is something to do with the AEW contract stuff, I don't know. So whether they just had to put some sort of representation of him on there, just so that people do know who it is, but they can't put his actual face on the product. I don't know. That's out of my league. But so, anyway, we've got Billy Gunn. He's an ass man! Boom, boom. Yes, we've got the ass man himself. The only thing that really bugs me about the Mattel figures is they probably don't do it because of children. Doesn't matter that they know more than us these days, but because of children. They never put the lips on the front of Billy Gunn's trunks, and they never put Mr. Ass on the back. Just put Mr. Ass on it. I mean, if a parent's gonna sit there and it's like, it's got ass on it. Well, it's only stating the obvious of what it is, didn't it? It's an ass. So, yeah. That's just me having a rant. So, yeah, it always bugs me that he doesn't have the lips on the front. Because he always had the lips on the front, the lips on the back, Mr. Ass written on the back. But, I mean, I don't know whether there was a time he didn't have Mr. Ass written on the back, so that could be technically be based on that. But the lips on the front, I'm sure he's always had the lips on the front when he was Mr. Ass and stuff. And, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just one of those little things that bugs me about that. But apart from that, this figure is actually really good. I never ever got the original Hasbro Billy Gunn. And, coincidentally, Billy Gunn has the same action as his Hasbro counterpart. Yes, his Billy Gunn was a puncher. And yeah, I mean, I suppose it's a bit of homage to the Hasbro line by having him as a puncher. So that's Billy Gunn. Now let's move on to Triple H and Chyna. So yes, again. Oh, I've actually managed to break it without having to get the scissors out. So I've pulled the card out. I never showed the back of the other one. It's pretty much the same. You get the bio card and you get the bio card thing on the back of Chyna and Triple H. And then obviously you get the same with Billy Gunn and Road Dogg on the back of theirs. So, let's get to work here. So, now I don't know which way round it actually happened. I think I've actually got it right, to be honest with you now. Chyna was supposed to be the first woman to get a retro style figure. However, the DX figures seem to get they got delayed, and Wendy Richter ended up the first woman of the WWE line to get retro figure. I remember somebody talking about it on their video on YouTube, and it's actually quite gutting that Chyna ended up missing out on that because they delayed the DX figures, because it would have been a bit of a nice sort of a tribute to her kind of thing. It would have been nice to have seen her get the first retro figure made by WWE and Mattel. But technically, she was probably the first one to be made, but she wasn't the first to be released in the end, thanks to the delay. So, yeah, we've got Chyna. Now, I really, really like this Chyna figure. It is actually really, really good. The face is really bob on. And I like the choker that she's got around the neck. Proper old style DX. And you know, I don't even think the two-pack of Triple H and Chyna of the Elites, I don't even think she had the choker thing on them. But they've included it on the retro one. Now, I will have to try and confirm that to myself because I haven't got a clue whether that is right. But I'm sure that she has not got the choker on. Yeah, it's based basically on the same style. So, that'd be quite interesting to see whether I'm right on that respect. But, yes, we've got Chyna to go with the DX line, and then it's time to play the game. Yes, Triple H. Actually, bloody spitting everywhere, man. Like Triple H. So yeah, we've got Triple H in his red trousers. If I remember rightly, they actually brought the Elite version out of that, and it was a chase. I think I got the blue version, which was the standard, but I think the chase version was actually the red tights. And as always, the Triple H figures really always do come out quite well. The face is always really, really good. I suppose really with the DX version of that Triple H, you could actually use that as sort of what did they call him now? The corporate player Triple H and DX Triple H, because he pretty much had the same gear until he went into the trunks. But yeah, if there's one thing I would really, really like Mattel to bring out of Triple H, I've got it in the Jack Pacific figure. He had black trousers, but down the side it went in like a V, and it was silver with HHH written on the side of it. I don't know why. It wasn't the nicest of gears, or it wasn't the nicest of attires, should I say. But I really always loved that figure that I've actually got of the Jack Pacific one. I've got it somewhere. Yeah, I said somewhere. It is somewhere. It's just not for me to grab hold of right this very second in time. But yeah, it was a real. It wasn't the nicest of attires, but it was one that always stuck in my mind, and I always used it when he joined the corporation when I was a kid. Technically, he's still a big kid. But yeah, I have that figure somewhere, and I am gonna have to sort of try and root different more figures out. I've got a playlist of random figure reviews that I never seem to ever continue with, and I really should. I think I've done 3 videos on that playlist, and I've never done any more. So anyway, forget about that. This is about DX, the 4-pack of DX. I have to say, brilliant lineup of figures, to be honest. It would have been nice to have seen Shawn Michaels in there somewhere, maybe in a later series, but then it would have to be sort of put in with something that would sort of match them. So there, I would have to say Bret, Stone Cold, and The Rock. But we've already had The Rock, we've already had Stone Cold, we've already had Shawn Michaels, and who did I say? I said Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock. Bear with me. Yeah, it's gone. It's completely gone. Oh, Bret. How could I forget Bret? Oh, seriously. But yeah, it would have been nice to see a retro style Bret in all black Attitude Era style. They are kind of sort of trying to stick with like new gen kind of era, but they could actually bring Stone Cold out as a ringmaster. They could do The Rock as Rocky Maivia. They could do Shawn Michaels in his early days, or should I say new gen days, because obviously we have the Hasbro version, and you get the Hasbro maniacs going on with themselves. Oh, they're bringing up that. That's gonna devalue my Hasbro. Sod off! Devaluing him. Bloody hell, if you're a collector, you don't care about value. It's not like you're gonna sell them when you die, is it? Somebody else is gonna sell them for you. So yeah, so that is today's video. I get yakking, and that's it. So, as I say, we had D-Generation X, Billy Gunn, Triple H, Road Dogg, Spin It, and Chyna. Yes, I put it in bloody slow mode instead of medium, so it's going round so slow, unbelievable. So, so until next time, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've had a bit of a laugh, to be honest, because I don't think I've ever giggled so much in a video. So, anyway, on that note, I'm out.